and today we're diving deep into the future of cybersecurity. As we push further into the digital age, keeping our data safe is becoming more important than ever. Imagine a world where everything is connected, your fridge, your car, even your toothbrush. In this video, we're going to break down the biggest cybersecurity trends that are going to shape the landscape in 2025 and beyond. We're talking AI-powered defenses, quantum-resistant encryption, the whole 9 yards. This is the stuff you need to know to stay ahead of the game. Alright, so let's kick things off with the big one. Artificial intelligence. AI is everywhere these days, and cybersecurity is no exception. We're talking about AI systems that can sift through mountains of data to detect even the slightest anomalies that might signal a cyber attack in progress. Think about it, an AI security guard that never sleeps, constantly monitoring your network for any suspicious activity. And it's not just about detection. AI is also getting really good at predicting where attacks might happen before they even occur. Imagine being able to patch a vulnerability before a hacker even knows it exists. But it's not all sunshine and roses. Just like we're using AI to bolster our defenses, the bad guys are using it too. They're developing AI-powered malware, creating self-evolving viruses that can learn and adapt to our defenses. It's like a high-stakes chess match, but instead of pawns and rooks, we're talking about lines of code and terabytes of data. Okay, now let's talk about something that sounds like it's straight out of Star Trek, but it's very real: quantum computing. This technology has the potential to revolutionize many fields, but it also poses a significant threat to cybersecurity as we know it. Quantum computers are insanely powerful. They can perform calculations in seconds that would take classical computers thousands of years to complete. And that power can be used to crack the encryption algorithms that protect our data today. I'm talking about the encryption that secures your online banking, your emails, pretty much everything. But wait, there's good news too. The cybersecurity community is well aware of the quantum threat, and we're already hard at work developing new, quantum-resistant encryption algorithms. These are algorithms specifically designed to withstand attacks from even the most powerful quantum computers. So while quantum computing does present a challenge, it's not an insurmountable one. It's like a race against time, and the good news is, we have a head start. So we've talked about AI and quantum computing, but there's another big shift happening in cybersecurity: the move towards zero-trust security models. It's about assuming that no one, not even your own employees, can be trusted by default. With zero trust, every single user and device, whether they're inside or outside the network, has to be verified every time they try to access anything. Think of it like two-factor authentication on steroids. Zero Trust uses something called micro-segmentation, which means it divides your network into tiny little compartments and only gives users access to the specific information they need to do their jobs. It's like putting your data in a vault with 1,000,000 tiny locks, and each user only gets the key to their specific lock. No more master keys floating around. Chapter 4: The Internet of Threats, Securing the IoT and 5G. We're talking about a world where everything is connected. Your fridge can order groceries, your car can drive itself, and your toaster can, well, probably just make toast. But all these connected devices, as cool as they are, they also represent potential entry points for hackers. And with 5G networks rolling out, offering lightning-fast speeds and lower latency, the number of connected devices is only going to explode. This massive expansion of the digital landscape presents a huge challenge for cybersecurity. Many IoT devices are designed for convenience and affordability, not necessarily with security as a top priority. And if one device on your network is compromised, it can be used as a springboard to attack others. This is where the concept of security by design comes in. We need to start building security into these devices from the ground up, not as an afterthought. It's like installing an alarm system in your house while you're building it, not after someone's already broken in. Chapter 5: Working from Home, Securely Cybersecurity for the Remote Workforce. Remote and hybrid work models are the new normal, but this shift introduces new cybersecurity challenges. Employees accessing data from home or public Wi-Fi need secure connections. VPNs or virtual private networks create secure data tunnels. ZTNA ensures only authorized users access resources. Technology is only part of the solution. Educate employees on best practices, like strong passwords and recognizing phishing. It's like teaching kids about stranger danger, but digital. Chapter 6: Ransomware, a growing menace. Let's talk about ransomware. This malware encrypts your files and demands a ransom, usually in cryptocurrency. Ransomware attacks are surging, targeting not just individuals but also hospitals, schools, and government agencies. The criminals are getting more sophisticated. Double extortion ransomware threatens to leak data if you don't pay. Ransomware as a service kits are available on the dark web. Combating ransomware requires strong cybersecurity defenses and robust data backup plans. Governments must collaborate to track and prosecute these criminals. Okay, so here's the thing about cybersecurity. It's not just about technology, it's also about the law. Governments around the world are implementing stricter regulations to protect data and hold organizations accountable for cybersecurity breaches. We've got GDPR in Europe, CCPA in California, and more regulations are being introduced all the time. These regulations cover things like data privacy, data breaches, and cybersecurity best practices. And if you're not compliant, you could be facing hefty fines and legal repercussions. By implementing the right policies and procedures, you're not just checking boxes, you're actually building a more robust cybersecurity posture. Now let's talk about the big stuff, the stuff that keeps our society running critical infrastructure. We're talking about power grids, water treatment plants, transportation systems, the works. These systems are essential for our everyday lives, and a cyber attack on any one of them could have devastating consequences. Imagine a city without power, or a hospital that can't access patient records. That's why cybersecurity for critical infrastructure is paramount. It's not just about protecting data, it's about protecting lives. So, how do we do it? It requires a multi-layered approach. We need strong network security to prevent unauthorized access, intrusion detection systems to identify and respond to threats, and robust backup and recovery plans to ensure continuity of operations in case of an attack. Governments and private companies need to work together to share information, coordinate responses, and stay ahead of the threat. Alright, let's talk about the human element in cybersecurity. See, technology is great, but it can only take you so far. Sometimes the best defense is understanding how attackers think and behave. That's where behavioral analytics comes in. It's all about using data to understand patterns of human behavior, both normal and abnormal. By analyzing user activity, we can establish baselines of what's considered normal behavior for a particular user or system. Then, if we see any deviations from that baseline, it could be a sign of a potential attack. It helps us spot those subtle anomalies that might indicate malicious activity. And it's not just about detecting attacks. Behavioral analytics can also be used to improve threat intelligence. By understanding how attackers operate, we can develop more effective defenses and stay one step ahead. Okay, so we've talked about the technologies, the threats, and the strategies, but there's one more crucial piece of the puzzle: people. We need skilled cybersecurity professionals to design, implement, and manage these complex systems. But here's the challenge. There's a massive cybersecurity skills gap. There are simply not enough qualified people to fill all the available jobs. So how do we bridge this gap? It requires a multi-pronged approach. We need to invest in education and training programs, from boot camps to advanced degrees, to equip people with the skills they need to succeed in this field. We need to create more apprenticeship and mentorship opportunities to help people gain practical experience. And we need to foster a culture of lifelong learning because the cybersecurity landscape is constantly evolving. This isn't a one-and-done kind of thing, it's about constantly adapting and upskilling to stay ahead of the curve. So, there you have it, a glimpse into the future of cybersecurity. As you can see, it's a complex and ever-evolving landscape, but by understanding the key trends and challenges, we can better prepare ourselves for what lies ahead. Remember, cybersecurity is not just about technology, it's about people, processes, and a culture of security awareness. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and stay ahead of the curve. If you found this deep dive into the world of cybersecurity helpful, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more tech breakdowns and insights. And be sure to let me know in the comments what cybersecurity trends you're most interested in or concerned about. Until next time, stay safe out there in the digital world.